Anyone can start.
Yes.
Did you have an update on Kennedy? Are you expecting that she will be ready by the weekend, or what's your...
We're not quite sure at this moment, so we're just trying to make sure that she's better. So we're just going to take care of Kennedy in the best way we possibly can, so she can just heal up and be ready to play.
How difficult was it to adjust, for you guys to adjust to playing without her, and did you feel like by the end of the meeting the other night that you got a better feel, that the team got better for being on the court without her?
Yeah, we short turnaround for us to know that we weren't playing with Kennedy, but it's that next man up mentality, and our young ladies have that mentality, and we knew with Kennedy being out, there's a lot that we all have to bring, and that's what we were doing. Everybody just trying to step up, do their job, and execute the plan that we had in place.
Anyone else?
When you look at the first time that you had this Indiana team to now, especially with some of the young talent they have, how do you feel like you've seen them grow as a team as a piece now?
When you talk about watching a team grow, and you talk about gaining that chemistry that you want for any of your teams to have, and when you've had an opportunity to play them and then have an opportunity to watch them play, you see that they're really gelling well together, playing extremely well together. And Caitlin is the head of that snake, and she has that team running and utilizing every bit of everybody's gift. So they're playing extremely good basketball. So it is about a 40 minutes of total focus and execution for us against this team.
I don't know if you've been out to the court yet to see all the pink and everything for Barbie night, but just kind of for you as Angels coach, what is it like seeing a franchise kind of put their back in terms of just like having these special themed nights where they're able to kind of like celebrate what makes a player like her different from other players?
Well, it means a lot that you're really celebrating who she is as a player and a person too. And a lot of things that they've earned, we're embracing it, and this organization is making sure that everyone recognizes the things that they've done to earn what they've done, and then allowing everybody else to kind of celebrate with them. And it's a beautiful thing to see. All you want these young women to do is live their dream, live what they want out of life is what you really want to see. But then when you get an opportunity to celebrate with them and celebrate with everyone stepping into the arena, and your organization that put that in place, it's big and it's beautiful out there.
When you, over the last few games, you guys have talked about the inexperience and in these late game scenarios needing to gain more experience in those aspects in order to get over that hurdle. But then when you consider how you guys have played the Fever and how close they've been in all 3 matches before tonight, do you think this team is ready to get over that hurdle if it comes to a tech?
Andy, we better be ready. The game presents so many different things. It presents so many different things. There's so many things that you can learn from. And like you just said, learning how to win down the stretch. What's the most important thing that we want to do? How do we want to execute that? We have to know. And there's a level of intensity that you must have, and a level of focus, level of effort that is so important down the stretch. We're learning so many different things, and when it comes down to that point, there's no longer the nerves of it, if that makes sense. You're not nervous about it. I've been here, I've done it, now I know how to get through it.
So how would you describe your team's focus level right now?
It's absolutely amazing. It's amazing to step into the gym with them every single day. The level of focus and understanding, there's a level of understanding of where we are and the things that we must do and how we must get it done. It's a level of understanding that's so precious to see every single day.
Coach, Rachel talked about that you really like for the players to coach themselves. Mm-hmm. Why is that important?
It's extremely important. It's very important because you can actually hear what the players are speaking, what they know. And then it's easier to help guide them as well. These young women have played in so many different philosophies, and you're trying to teach them your philosophy, but it's also important to hear what they know. And then when they talk amongst each other, you kind of move out of the way because that's what you want to see. That's the togetherness you want to see. You want to hear them communicating with one another. So you kind of move out of the way of that and let them grow in that way, and then your coaching eases in.
Players with the ball, kind of broadly speaking, how much the benefit is that you as a coach and the challenge on the other side, but players are able to, we talk about quickness, but quickness with the ball.
Well, the one thing that you always talk about when you talk about quickness on one team and quickness on the other, you don't ever want to use quickness on quickness. It's about being smart now with knowing how quick that person is. That's why the game is always talked about angles. And it's about playing those angles, knowing what that player likes to do, and trying to get them to the secondary move if you possibly can. So that's the most important thing when you're playing against someone that's so quick. And you also have someone just as quick, but you want them to be smarter than the quickness you're going up against.
Outside of the turnovers, what were some other things that kind of stood out that you knew that you needed to work on in this Lakers execution?
You just said it. Everything is execution for us, knowing what you want to do and where we want to get it to. That's the most important thing. And you guys, I'll say this all day long, we can't turn over. We just can't turn over. Possessions are so valuable to us. We have to get a shot no matter what on every possession that we have. But down the stretch, it is important of how we execute offensively and what we're doing defensively. But that communication is so important for us to be successful.